This is episode 10. Double digits.
10?
Oh, man.
That's
10.
Honestly, that's pretty impressive. Like, we're doing pretty good for 10.
I feel like it's been longer than
This is the most consistent thing we've ever done in our lives as a company. I feel like I should avoid Arnold predictions.
No, you're the biased.
Yeah, I'm biased.
Yeah, but
I don't even know who the fuck is doing it besides Brett.
Sure you do.
And Brandon. That's all I got.
That's all that matters. I'm kidding. see, this is why I shouldn't do that.
Fabio?
Fabio Chica Resende.
I don't know. All right, let's kick it off.
all right, what's going on, podcast?
That was
What a terrible intro.
That was the worst intro we've had so far.
Hello, podcasters. Is that better?
Hello,
I don't have
YouTube.
an intro.
Hello, YouTube.
Welcome back to Raw Podcast, episode number 10. We're sitting on the floor because if you guys didn't know, Dominic here is about 4'9". So for his feet to reach the ground and the table, he kept getting upset I could reach the table and he couldn't. So we had to take his legs off the couch.
It's more feng shui like this.
It is pretty feng shui. It's
I
feng
like
shui.
it. Okay, Mr. French.
That's actually
Whatever.
Chinese,
Shut up.
But yeah, so I think we're a little late on this podcast, but we're here, so that's all that matters. What's been going on? Anything exciting we have missed out on recently?
I don't know. Not really. I mean, lots of shit, but do you want to talk about all of it? Nick left. R.I.P. Nick.
He is gone. Moved on to Hostile.
Yes. No, wish him nothing but the best.
Of course.
Love you like a brother. What's next? What happened? We're dropping the price of kidney.
Yep.
So we're dropping it to $54.99.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's going to be the website online non-member price.
yeah, so we always they don't even know about the website yet, bro. Well, maybe.
Just tell them.
Yeah, so we always promise you guys that if we start ordering in bigger quantities and, we get price breaks on our products, we're going to pass those price breaks on to you. So kidney is definitely now going to be, is it $15 cheaper, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did just relaunch our website. So if you do go to Revive and see it look way different than it did before, it is because we kind of did a whole new look with it and we added a member section to the website. So if you do frequently order Revive and if you're paying, or I guess like monthly ordering, you can pay, what is it, $9.99 a month?
Yep.
And what that does is it allows you to get free shipping on all your orders, and it gives you a 15% off on top of like all the price breaks that we've just been done. So you get 15% off everything all the time on top of free shipping.
And then we can, we'll do early access as well.
Yeah, so they'll get product before anyone else.
Yep. And if we ever want to do anything extensive on that, we can continue to add to it.
And then
We
next?
just went through, so we're going to drop kidney tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then April 1st, we're going to drop 4 other products. We just want to be fair to our wholesalers.
Yeah, it's Immune Multi-Min,
Yep.
Turmeric,
K2D3
and K2D3.
and Yohambine. So
And
5.
So 5, yeah, 5 products. And then we launch thyroid. Yeah, so our thyroid support is going to launch next month also. So we have a lot of cool shit going on for.
Yeah, so this podcast will
Be up tomorrow for
okay.
your
So
guys'
then
reference.
the month of March, we're going to be launching thyroid.
Yeah.
Yep. We had a successful Savage launch, sold out in like less than 48 hours.
Very successful, yeah.
You getting feedback on the flavor yet?
Was it 24 hours that it sold out and then 48 until Blackberry Lemonade was gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, 24 hours. Yeah. 3-peat sold out in a day. And then Blackberry Lemonade sold out in like less than 48.
I just thought it was cool that we sold something and didn't tell anybody what it tasted like.
Yeah.
We just wrote 3-peat on it. It just tastes like...
We don't even know what it tastes like.
Promise it tasted good. It tasted good, though.
It's my favorite
I think it's my
flavor
favorite
for
flavor.
No, it's
Yeah,
good.
it's
It's
really
really
good.
good. Yeah.
If any of you guys get it and you haven't tried it yet, post on your story and tag us or something.
So
guessing what you think it is.
What I have noticed about your pre-workout though, and because I've been consistently taking it now for like, because we don't have any pre-extreme, it takes longer to kick in.
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
It takes like and if you guys are watching this and you're wondering like why, like I used to take it like what 30 minutes before I would train, and then I would notice like 15 minutes or 20 minutes into my workout I would like start to sweat and like it would all start to kick in.
It took you that long?
Yeah, it takes me like 45 minutes.
Wow.
So like yesterday I took it, I waited 45 minutes and I trained and it was like perfect.
It's because his adrenals are shot.
Is that why?
Yeah, probably.
Well, I take pre-extreme normally, so
If you run 12
I-
businesses,
yeah.
sometimes your adrenals are, they take a minute to turn.
well,
back
I'm
on.
like a caffeine junkie.
Okay, so
Exactly.
yesterday when you left the office, you were drinking his pre-workout.
Yeah.
What were you drinking when you got into the gym yesterday? Was that your second pre-workout?
Was I drinking something?
Yeah, you were drinking it looked like a blue Gatorade.
It was a blue Gatorade.
Oh.
You dickhead, it was in a blue Gatorade bottle.
Well, I thought you mixed something.
No, I
in
put
there.
creatine in it.
Okay.
I just take, so I like always, every day I do 10 grams and I do it in a little Gatorade so it doesn't taste like anything.
Okay.
I had it on an empty stomach yesterday. Matt saw my forehead. It was
Yes.
nice and red. I couldn't keep myself from itching.
The Thavage Pre.
Yep. But
Have
it was
you
empty
taken
stomach.
pre-extreme yet?
No, I'm too
That
afraid.
shit fucks
That's
you up.
heavy.
I'm too afraid.
I don't
because
know
of
what
the
it is
caffeine.
about it. Like when I take 2 scoops, I do 2 scoops of Favage on the regular.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm like 20, 30 minutes before the gym. I full bottle of water, sip it, so I'm hydrated, feeling good. Then I'm like sick workout. If I
Yeah.
take pre-extreme sometimes, I'm like
I love that feeling,
Jones,
bro.
like just fucking wired.
So I take it at my house in the morning before I train.
Yeah.
And if I get stuck in traffic, I'm a fucking lunatic. I'm
It's-
like pulling on my steering wheel. It's legit.
Itching,
My
like-
face is so itchy. I have to like move my hat on my forehead.
I left the barber. I went to see Hector, came here, just like grabbed my shit, took some I think I took pre-extreme last week or 2
Yeah.
weeks ago. And where he cut my hair was so itchy. I was like,
Dude,
oh.
I love that feeling. Fucking
Pretty
beats
good.
coffee any morning.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Yeah, but you're like a grandpa. You're like pre.
Yeah, Matt's pre.
Yeah, I'm pre.
If you can label
pre
it.
over here.
That's pre. I'm Savage, you're pre-extreme.
Literally.
That's like our
Perfect.
personality.
You know how we talked about meme photos?
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah, we gotta
we
dress
should
up
do
the
that
part.
photo. Can you tee that up after this?
We'll try to figure it
The
out.
meme photo.
Yeah.
You could do the car giveaway. Just put our heads as different pre bottles.
This will be we can make it. We'll make it the thumbnail of this episode.
That's it. Yes. No, but that was awesome. So that sold out super fast, and then
Also, for those of you guys that have been supporting our apparel, that's been fun to
yeah,
see.
you guys are awesome. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like we didn't realize how much you guys like the apparel. Besides the fact when Chris does his C-Bum merch drops, then we realize how much you guys love apparel. But
I think when I came over with that, we started doing cooler stuff,
Yeah, for sure.
designs.
No, for
my,
sure.
My,
let's
my
let's give
influence
Chris
upon
credit.
your style.
I mean,
for
you
that.
I've never saw you wear cargo pants until I came in the office, started wearing mine.
I wear cargo pants all the time.
That's why I'm an influencer.
You didn't call yourself that.
The next podcast, I'm going to wear this exact outfit.
Probably.
No, I am.
Probably already on the way you ordered these.
No, I didn't. I didn't order them because you have them.
Yeah.
I was being very fair to you because I do like them.
To be fair,
I have to
didn't buy
say
them.
though, I don't know about the socks pants tucked into the socks.
What do you mean?
I
That's a
don't know
very
about
average
that.
thing to do.
No,
It does. It is in style now, Matthew.
I'm not doing that.
You're getting old, man.
I'm not going that far.
You're just getting old.
I feel like that's what grandpas do.
Grandpas don't even wear cargo pants, bro. Grandpas wear the fucking khaki pants with the Nike white socks.
And the Monarchs.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Maybe our next shoe giveaway can be Monarchs.
For as far as the apparel goes, no, we really do. Like we sold out of what those shirts in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Quick, yeah.
Like
Very
fast,
fast.
fast.
We didn't have a lot, but because we didn't.
Well, we didn't really
Yeah.
realize it. I mean, I thought everyone was gonna be pumped
But
about.
even to the sleeves.
The knee sleeves went super fast
They
too.
sold out that
Yeah.
quick too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit, I forgot
Super,
about that.
super
The most
fast.
common sizes. They're
Yeah,
still
medium
small,
and
like
larges, yeah.
doubles.
Yeah, like your size is still there. But like your
Which we didn't talk about yesterday.
I'm an XL.
Or yep.
Oh, there's
Me-
double
me-
XL too.
Yeah, medium and large were sold out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But we're gonna we added more of the black shirts already to the drop,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna
All
do.
shirts.
We have some more shit coming out, right?
The R shirts.
We're gonna restock the R shirts.
And then we have other. He's working on new designs right now.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
hats. We're coming out with hats. I have Steve. I have what's his name doing hats right now? Two
Let's say
hats.
his name. Steve.
What's his name? Steven.
Steven.
Yeah, Steven.
And we gave away a car finally.
Oh yeah, that was super dope.
Yeah, that was fun.
I forgot about that.
That was
I don't
Friday.
know.
I kind of like forgot what we were doing. I mean, like I knew what we were doing, but I like forgot how cool it was because we've been like talking about it.
Yeah,
Trying to like get together to call her, and then when we called her and her reaction, I was like, oh wow, this is really cool.
yeah.
I would love to know if people would answer FaceTime on the first try or not.
Well, we kind of knew she wasn't going to answer,
Yeah.
but we were like,
I've actually
hoping.
answered it all though.
And then Matt
Yeah.
was like, do the second time,
Yeah.
and then because he has experience in that department, clearly,
FaceTiming strangers.
consistently FaceTiming strangers.
He's so talkative. He just FaceTime
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
randomly to chat.
So,
It's definitely
so
my
she
MO.
answered on the second one, and then the whole story was so cool though. Like she bought protein for her son,
Yep.
and then we called her on her son's birthday, and she found out that she won the car, which is just crazy.
Yeah.
Like that was you couldn't have like made that up.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna give away something cooler, like Chris.
Like me?
Yeah.
Chris is.
What like in those movies where they auction off like the football players?
Yeah.
Like
But they just don't have to give you back.
ever?
No.
As long as they live somewhere warm. As long as it's not Canada.
Back to Canada you go. What else? What else did we do?
A lot has happened in
I
the last
know, dude,
like
we did
week and a
lot of
half.
shit.
So
You sold out of your merch drop in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was the craziest thing.
We sold out so quick we had to restock, and then it sold out again.
Yeah,
And we just brought back 3 T-shirts, so we had enough stuff, and I think most people got what they wanted then.
that's good.
But that's super cool. So we're working on stepping that stuff up to the next level.
Yeah.
It'll take time, but it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
We're end of March. We're going
Oh yeah, we're going
Houston.
to the Arnold.
No,
We're
that's
Arnold
beginning
this
of March.
2 weeks.
Fuck, sorry.
End of March. We're going to Houston. So this week, got the Anaka squad coming.
I didn't know if I was allowed to talk
You can
about
say
it.
that.
Oh, okay.
They're coming here.
I know. I fucking. But we did the. Okay. So this week we have who? It's Shawley. It's LT. It's Marco.
Did Ant come in?
I'm assuming. I would think he would.
Probably.
And they're all going to come. So they're going to come here. I guess we're going to do a podcast for sure, and then probably just like train and chill for a little bit.
Well, they've never been here before.
They've
Right.
never been here, no.
So they probably, Charlotte, you guys connected with them a lot in Aspen.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they do want
for
to come
sure.
in.
Yeah, so
that
that
and
we're going to
kinda
do a
see everything.
podcast, and then we're going to talk about doing some other stuff maybe
Yeah.
later in March. Who knows? And then
Hint, hint.
after that, we are going to the Arnold.
Yeah, we are all going to
Yep.
be at the Arnold.
Chris might be competing at the Arnold.
I'm going to be doing open versus Brett Welkin. First and second place.
There's a pose down at
Yeah.
Revive last week.
No, but we're all headed there for work.
Work and work.
He's got some work, some important stuff.
Yeah,
to do, some
yeah.
shit like that.
Work,
You've
work,
got
and
some work. I've got some work.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I get to do a panel with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's pretty
Which
dope.
is going to be awesome.
I've only ever met him once, and I took a selfie, and he didn't look at me, and I just reached over his shoulder, took a selfie when I was like 21 or something.
Oh, so it's been like a minute since you.
Yeah,
Was that in the expo?
at the Arnold? Yeah,
Okay.
What's the panel like about? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I would imagine it's going to be about bodybuilding.
Okay.
Maybe. You never know.
It's going to be about becoming governor.
Yes, I hope so.
And when is that panel?
I think I'm
Friday.
doing that Saturday afternoon. I still have to make an announcement of the times. I'm going to be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday to like meet and greet with people, and then I'm doing a panel on Friday with Hani Rambod and Saturday with Arnold and Ramy, I think.
That should be dope.
Cool.
Yeah.
Matt's going there for Brett.
Yep. I'll be right there with Brett. We leave Tuesday. This is actually the first year that the men's open. They're going to compete Friday and Saturday. So normally I get up there Wednesday. But Brett's going to be competing on Friday night. So we wanted to get there Tuesday to kind of get him in and settled. So I'm excited about that.
You ordered the rice from Whole Foods earlier.
Yep. I ordered rice from Whole Foods earlier, which that's kind of a competitor's hack that I like to use. If there's a Whole Foods in that town, you can order frozen jasmine rice from there that's pre-cooked with nothing added to it. So if you guys want to get in and get settled and don't have to worry about cooking a bunch of rice up, that's an easy way to do that.
Like the frozen bags that they sell,
Yep.
you just order them.
That
Are
you
Yeah, I just
can't
have it in
microwave,
stock.
actually.
Well, 'cause that's the
in
thing, so-
microwave, might I add.
you sure?
I'm sure.
I've done it.
Matt said it'll give me cancer.
Yeah, it's a cancer in a bag.
Wait a minute.
Well, I mean, they're all cancer in a bag.
No, because you don't microwave it in the fucking bag.
put it
Trader
in a
Joe's,
bowl.
you microwave them in the little bag.
I don't buy
No,
Trader
you put
Joe's.
it in a bowl.
Yeah, so I've
You
been.
had-
But why Whole Foods?
Okay,
It's
so
it's honestly
so Whole
incredible.
Foods rice
It's
for
incredible.
one, I think is the best. I mean, Trader Joe's is the same thing, but it's the Whole Foods bags are bigger. And then I usually just call ahead and order a case because all the competitors typically go there and the rice is gone. So if you order a case and hold it, then
Well, no, we're all
You
going
have
to order
rice.
cases.
You know what's
We
funny?
should share the
I'm
secret.
pretty
Yeah.
sure. Like I learned
Just
about
kidding,
that
guys.
rice
Don't
from,
do that.
from a video with you in Dallas.
yeah, we've
Like,
been using it.
forever ago.
Yeah,
You've been doing this for a long time.
we've been
Yeah.
doing it since 2015.
And that's
yeah.
what like made me like start buying it when I was at Whole Foods, and it is the best rice.
I learned about the Trader Joe's rice from you. Well, you told Ian. And then
Trader Joe's rice is good too, but
Yeah,
those
it's the
bags are
same.
so small.
They're small. They're two. So a Trader Joe's
one
bag
meal
is
for me.
280
Is it?
grams cooked,
Yeah, off-season?
which is 80 grams of carbs, and I think a Whole Foods bag is 425.
Okay.
So
425 grams per bag,
yeah, and a Trader Joe's bag is 280 grams per bag.
and it comes in the Trader Joe's comes 3 bags per box, right?
Yes.
Crazy.
Dom, you meet with some people.
Yeah, so I have. We're in the process of finishing up our RTD, so we're gonna be hopefully launching that at the end of quarter 2. It's gonna be like a ready to drink pre-workout. So I have meetings with Vitamin Shop, 24-hour Fitness, Gold's Gym, and I think there's like 2 or 3 other ones. India distribution for India. Just a ton of meetings. That's kind of like
Will Wallace.
Will Wallace. Gonna meet up with Will there. We have a lot of cool stuff coming in the pipeline. We have some interesting things we're working on, and I'm really I don't want to talk about a lot of the things because they're not like set in stone yet. But the things that are, I'm comfortable talking about, and the RTD is definitely going to happen. So I'm stoked about that.
Yeah. Can give context of who Will is for people.
Will? So
Yeah.
Will is he was working for us full time. And then his passion is in like research, I would say, right?
Yeah.
So he's a PhD. He used to be a formulator for Life Extension. So we still utilize him. I guess you could call it like per diem. He does a lot of training for us for, our new staff coming in, our sales team, things to like, make sure we stay compliant in what we say and how we say things on the internet or, when we're talking to people through customer service. And he still obviously formulates for us. But, we love Will, and he's done a new, I would say the most best-selling products we have been formulated by Will.
Yeah, it's been his impact on the brand,
which is awesome. So like, GI, Brain, you have, what was his other one that he crushed?
Well, he just did
The probiotic. He finished the probiotic.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too, because like when Will makes something, it's very like intricate, and we have to find, wherever the hell he figures out where these things are from. So that took us a year.
Yeah.
I want to say a year, right?
Yeah. And just a little bit on that probiotic, there's a lot of confusion in terms of strands. And sometimes people without education will just look to see what strands are the most, and that doesn't always equate to the best. It's actually what can be absorbed in the gastrointestinal tract that matters. So the strands there's 5 strands in our probiotic that Will specifically chose because they're in the group of what's most absorbed in the gastrointestinal tract. So pretty cool how we came
in the
about
bottle,
that.
like the bottle. Like, so if you look at the bottle, a lot of people think that probiotics need to be refrigerated. It's like the old common thing, like Whole Foods, you go down the aisle and it's, what is the one that's always refrigerated? Like
Garden of Life.
Garden of Life. Yeah. And, that was an issue we had when we were starting this. We were like, well, how are we going to do this? How are we going to keep it from, going bad? And Will was basically like, there's a bottle, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is it, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so it's a bottle that has like a specific lining in it, which is why our probiotic bottle looks really weird. And what it does, it deflects heat and sunlight, and it allows the probiotic to stay like alive in the bottle for the full expiration date on the bottle. So
now, granted, if you keep it directly in the sun,
yeah, I mean, don't cook it in your fucking car.
Yeah,
but it's that's why, like, those little things that go into what we're doing, we're trying to take that extra step to make sure that we're covering all of our bases, and we're not rushing to market with stuff that isn't as effective as it could be. I think as we've grown as a company, we've realized that, taking our time and slowing down and doing things with more purpose and, education and just quality has like done, and not saying we didn't do that ever, but, you see a lot of companies rush to market with stuff and then they have to reformulate V2, V3, pull it off, redo it. And we've been blessed to, have the ability to, have great people formulate our stuff.
Yeah. He came in, something else that we've continued is, I just pointed at that board. It's not there, but one of the practices that he brought in from Life Extension was like long-term calendar planning over 18 months. So since Will has gone on and now he's working as more of a, I guess, quote unquote subcontractor. Yeah. With us. That's something that we've still kept into effect. And then also with the relaunch of our new website, one of the things that we thought was important was to really expand upon our live chat feature.
Education.
So Will came in and he trained all the new hires that we've had in terms of being able to help you guys have better access to the questions you have as you're going through our website, whether it's specific product questions or what products to take with other products. So our team has been equipped through Will to better help you guys on that aspect of our new website as well.
Yeah. No, we have this month was a busy month for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like I keep saying that over and over again because they just consistently get busier and busier, but we got a lot accomplished.
It's almost like every month there's a new team member in some capacity,
and
a new thing is happening. Well, and it compounds every time.
Yeah, we're growing so fast.
Yeah.
It's. We just had the whole conversation yesterday about this.
Yeah.
Almost fucked us.
Yeah. We're growing to the point now where, like, in business, there comes a point where you need capital, just because you need capital to grow. In order to, once you have people on terms and different POs coming in, you need a lot of capital because we have a ton of money in inventory, and we're not even 2 years old yet. And in order to get like lines of credit and things like that from banks, you need to be 2 years old. So like, we're fortunate enough that we don't have that issue because we have other businesses that, we can use, and we're financially able to put money into the business. But this is the craziest thing that
was something new I had kind of just learned in the business, was the whole terms thing.
Yeah.
And I understood it. I was like, okay, there's the buying terms where like we buy it.
Yeah.
And then terms, other people I'm sure don't know, you set them with whoever you're purchasing from, and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to pay after 30 days, 60 days after I receive the item, which is your terms.
Yep.
And then I was like, okay, well, if we have 30 days after we get it, then we can sell it, use some of that money to pay them. It's good.
Yeah.
But then the next part of the trouble, which we just ran into, was the selling terms.
Correct.
So when we're then selling to someone else like Vitamin Shop,
Yeah.
who's putting in huge POs, like big numbers,
Yeah.
well, then we're giving them all this inventory
Yep.
that they're not paying for yet, and they have
We're
30
basically
terms or
liable to
whatever
cover
is.
it initially.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's
it's a lot
just-
of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the bit that's weird because like the supplement industry, and I'm assuming it's other industries too, right? Like you have this like the business is incredible, right? And then you get to this point where you're making a lot of money, you're doing really good, and you're direct to consumer heavy, because that's, I would say, what we are. We're very direct to consumer heavy or wholesale heavy, where everything is paid for as we send it. So like it's purchased, the item's purchased, it's paid for, then we send it out. So in that form of business, there's no issues. Because like you always get paid for what you're giving out. You're never going to be, there's no money on the streets per se, right? Mm-hmm. So now it's like the whole business has flipped. And I would say, before you could say 100 or 80% of our business was direct to consumer, and then 20% was wholesale. Now we have this huge arm of Vitamin Shop and these huge supplement, 50, 60, 70 chain supplement stores that all need terms. And once you throw that out, it's like, the money doesn't come in like it used to, So now you have to line up the fact of like, inventory coming in from manufacturers, making sure it's getting out to these places as fast as you can, because again, your terms start from the day it gets to you. So you're always going to have that. You have to bridge a gap, basically. The terms are never going to hit perfect. Mm-hmm. And there'll be months where you're cash heavy, and then there'll be months where you're cash poor and you're inventory heavy, and then it just flips and flops and flips and flops. And it's like, it's a wild game to play, So again, like we're super lucky, but unfortunately we've grown to the point where we're like exploding.
Yeah.
So now we have to.
It's funny that's unfortunate.
It's crazy. I mean, it's not. It's
not unfortunate.
It's not
but
unfortunate.
No.
It's just a challenge.
I forget. There's a book about it. It was like companies can grow too fast and they can cripple themselves.
Yeah, I mean, you absolutely can.
Yeah.
Blitzkrieg?
I don't know what that book is, so no. I don't remember the title of the book. I read it in school.
But it's funny because like that's why you'll see like a lot of companies will sit in a sweet spot. Right, like they'll stay direct to consumer heavy. They won't go into Vitamin Shop. They won't do that. And granted, they'll make great money, right? But to get to that next level of making like being a statement brand and being like top 5, top 6 brands in the country, you have to take these challenges on. And most companies don't have to take these challenges on a year in. Yeah. You're 3, 4, 5, 6 years in. You're able to go get a line of credit from the bank, whereas we can't get shit right now. Which is fine because we can just use our own capital for now, but eventually it's going to be nice to be able to get a nice line of credit, utilize the line of credit and have, a ton of cash in the bank as well as inventory. Mm-hmm. But that's normal. And I posted today, like it's like a blessing and a curse, right? So you just have to get through it. But yeah, that's pretty much it on that side.
A ton of updates.
Yeah.
I know Matt want to talk about this a little bit. You're biased, clearly.
Yeah.
I'm just pumped to see Brett up there, man.
Yeah.
He looks great.
Talk a little bit of Arnold predictions. What do you think?
He came down last week.
Yep.
Yeah, so Brett came down last week, which was great, and I kind of got to see him and get my eyes on him, which makes me feel more comfortable as a coach. And obviously, if we're going to talk predictions for the show, I wouldn't have put Brett in this show if I didn't feel that he could win. I know Brandon's a great champion. He is the front runner. Obviously, we have to beat him. But even if, let's say, Brett gets second or whatever, I thought putting him in the show was going to kind of bring his trajectory up a lot faster than competing at just a qualifier this year. So that's why we decided to do this. And the other part of this that has been very, very cool to me is Brett competed the third week of July. He was on stage at 242 there in Chicago, which was held in Atlanta. We took several months off until after the Olympia, and then we started his off-season phase after the Olympia. And then right around that time, I started to have this conversation and belief in him that, hey, like, let's do the Arnold. So his off-season was cut short. We prepped for this show for 13 weeks, and he's going to be, I would say, anywhere from 9 to 11 pounds bigger this year.
That's crazy.
He's huge.
Yeah.
I mean,
That is crazy.
But he still has that very
Got a pretty
attainable look
Yeah.
in clothes. Like, he doesn't look like one of these freaky mask guys in clothes, but then he takes his clothes off and it's like just this 3D
So
round,
round.
bubbly look.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You never see a white guy with round muscle like that.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Delt.
That's true.
It's like
His upper body.
delt, or like it all just is the same across his shoulders to his pecs. Like it's so round.
Yeah.
He looks insane. He has like small joints, like
Long, thin waist.
He looks crazy.
How does
and
he
his
feel?
skin is wild.
So he feels good. I'll go on record to say we don't use any fat burners with him. So I think that's kind of a blessing for him, is he's not getting that pull down from stimulants that a lot of athletes, a lot of bodybuilders are. And his metabolism is by far the craziest of anybody that I've ever worked with. So that in and of itself presents its own challenge. A lot of people, their challenge is having to go into such a deficit where that alone drains them, and then you're making sure that fat loss is where it needs to be. With Brett, it's the exact opposite. Like if I wasn't paying attention to him, he would have very easily come into the show at 242 again, and we would have stripped muscle off of him. But it's the opposite. It's making sure that we keep feeding him up enough to hold and retain the tissue that he has. So it's cool. It's a different dynamic.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. I mean, it's a challenge. Like he actually said last week, he's like, one of the things I was looking forward to about this prep was actually being hungry again. He's like, and I've come to the realization that it's not going to happen, because he's still at now 10 days out, 11 days out. He's not hungry because he's eating so much. So
I can't imagine.
yeah,
That's
wild.
Do you guys do any like pregame rituals together
in
for
terms
shows?
of.
in terms of show? Like, do you guys have like a couple days out? You start doing this?
Well, yeah,
or-
I mean that's one of the reasons why I like to get out early, is just so that way we can be in sync with everything, and then I can start like looking at him several times a day. And my thing is, and I get a little crazy towards the end, but it's like I like to have them eat, rest, and then I just want to look at them visually just to kind of see how they're responding meal to meal. And then we'll just do fun things, like we'll go to the barbershop together and train and grocery shop and kind of do all that stuff. But I just like to kind of be in touch. And again, help more so on the mental side of things and just kind of ease the nerves that can present themselves. Because I'm sure, like, again, this is Brett's second show as an open bodybuilder is going to be the Arnold Classic, which that's a big deal. So I'm sure the nerves will start to hit as he goes to the athlete meeting and, just kind of seeing all the hype, and not only around what his physique looks like right now and the attention that he's getting, but as he walks into this room with other guys that he's looked up to now for years. Just kind of being there mentally. I think that's one of the biggest roles that I play with these guys, is more so the mental aspect of just helping them and making sure their head's where it needs to be.
Yeah. I mean, Chris, do you keep up with these open guys? No?
Keeping up with Brett.
Yeah, I mean, you have any thoughts on like who top will be, or do you not? Just based on what you've seen with Brett, any of the other guys you don't really know?
I mean, I think it'll be Brett and Brandon at the top for sure. I think Samson will be up there.
Yeah, he's looking very good. Samson's
I
looking
think he
very
looks
good.
pretty wild.
Yeah.
And I think he shocked some people last year with how he looked.
Yep.
What's his last name?
Samson
Dowdua?
It's Dowda.
Dowda, Dauda.
Yeah.
Like,
then
Keem
obviously
always had
I'm-
the chance to come in.
Well,
and-
Akeem's out.
Oh, he's out?
Yeah, he's out because he had COVID.
Was Williams in?
So William's in. Obviously, William's going to be in the mix for sure. He's working with Chad Nichols this year, so that's his first year doing that. So that could be potentially interesting to see how he comes in. And then you got the guy that beat you at North Americans.
Oh, Justin
Yeah,
Rodriguez?
Yeah,
Justin
he's in here.
Rodriguez.
I did a live with the El Gundys, Tamer and Tarek, and they said he thinks he's a dark horse for this show.
Yeah, I mean, he
But I
looks
think
good.
They're friends. I don't know. I haven't seen him at all, so I have no idea.
Yeah, Justin looks good.
When he's
been
on, he's
posting
good.
a lot. Yeah.
Nice.
I've been keeping up with a lot, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna cut this one short on you because Matt's got to take a run. As you said, you got to go at 4:30.
Yeah, we can talk a few more.
So I mean, it's 4:25. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Any other points at the Arnold? Anything? No.
You guys know who's competing in Classic? Any idea?
Um,
Same as
Terrence.
Olympia, pretty much, minus
Is
me.
it?
Yeah, yeah. Terrence is competing.
Is what's
right?
his name doing it?
What's his name?
Oh fuck, I forget.
The Miracle Bear guy's not doing
Urs
it.
is
Right?
doing it.
Oh, is he doing it?
Urs, Ramon, Breon, Terrence are all doing it.
Ramon's
Okay.
doing it. That's the dinosaur guy.
Breon
Yeah,
looks
Dino.
really good.
I got,
Really?
I got a
think
list.
so. Yeah.
I got a list.
I'm
Breon
biased, but I think he always looks the same for the last few years.
Urs is doing it.
Looks like he's
According to
better
this,
conditioned this year.
Breon Michael Debol,
Breon's the one who has the afro, right?
Urs, Peter Molnar, Terrence Raymond,
Peter Molnar has crazy muscle bellies.
Darwin
Crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
Uribe, Lenny Wicks, and Divine Wilson.
beat against Divine a few times.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what Urs and Ramon look like.
Yeah.
because they were like the two guys who came in nowhere at the Olympia.
I don't know where. Yeah.
Crazy physiques.
Yeah.
They just need to pack on the muscle and density a little bit. They're both really young.
Yeah.
So if they're just like showing up show after show, like competing a lot, looking the same, then like
Not
they'll
that
be
good.
stuck.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, if I was, I have a different mindset. But if
You
I was
would've
either
not
of those
done
two,
this.
no chance I would have done the Arnold.
I just went
Zero
straight to
chance.
the.
When I came second at the O my first year, I was like, fuck it, I'm winning next year. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't, but then I was like,
But
fuck it,
there's-
I'm winning.
there's-
Next. I just
there's-
wanted to get better for that show.
There's two different mentalities of competitors, man. And honestly, like I think what did they increase the prize money at the Arnold this year too?
Yeah,
I don't, what, for
For
classic, is
all,
it
right?
50,000?
I think it's 50,000.
So, I mean, that's like a
yeah,
definitely
it is still a
reason.
very prestigious show. I get
No,
that.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it has a lot to do with like monetary stuff too, right? Like some of these
Yeah.
guys rely on that to live.
That's true.
So hitting that show might change their lives for the next year.
Yeah,
You know, so you have to look at it like that too. Like I was thinking about that with Brett too. Like Brett takes second at the fucking Arnold. That's more than first place made last year, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's more than, yeah.
It's crazy.
how much is second? 200K?
So I think it's
First is 250, right?
200,
First 200.
and I think it's is it 80,000 for second?
I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
Oh, it drops that much.
Yeah, I mean it's a big drop. I mean that's like for the Olympia, it's 400 and then 150.
Yeah, I guess that's the same.
Yeah, I mean there's always two sides to the conversation, but like ultimately, in my opinion, you have to compete, and you have to give your body the chance to be better. And also too, let's be honest, like there's a drug component to competing at the top level, and that needs to be a part of your process to be responsible. Because realistically, if you're looking at doing the circuit of the Olympia into the Arnold every year, that's very, very little time off, you know, and that should be a part of your decision-making process.
Yeah.
It says it went from 7 to 60,000.
What do you mean 7?
7,000 to 60,000.
I believe it.
Where for a classic?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Someone said
Yeah,
reference. of
I mean,
post.
they're doing
That's
a lot
huge.
to bring more money to the show for sure.
I mean, first place last year. What did Nick get?
I think Nick was 130
Yeah, they,
last year, and
so
now
it's
it's 200,000. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know why this is so hard to find.
They're promoting it pretty cool this year. They're
Yeah.
doing some different stuff.
I need to get a fucking tickets though.
You gonna go?
I mean, I'll be there. I might as well
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, but there's dinner at 8. Right?
Yeah.
Because I don't mean you're gonna. You all of you are gonna. Well, the two of you be tied up. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Most
I
part.
mean, what time is it? Starts at 8, right?
I want to see prejudge. Jake.
7. Yeah. So
Well,
free
Friday
judging
night.
will be Friday night.
We'll go there.
Yeah.
I can ask them for tickets.
Yeah. Tell me your assistant.
Mr. Olympia or
Assistant
something.
Dominic, my water boy.
Assistant Dominic.
I'll hold your towel.
He'll be that guy who's shorter than me and just tries to dress just like me, copies everything I wear.
Exactly.
All right. Anything else, guys? Anything new? Anything else new we want to talk about?
No, I think we can hit everything.
Yeah. There's a lot. Kind of a recap.
Yeah, it's kind of a recap. I feel like we haven't got a Q&A. We should do that for.
The last one was a Q&A, I think.
Mm-mm.
No, last one was with the boys.
You're right. It was with
Yeah.
the new guys. Oh, he's
Yeah.
moved. What kind of Vaughn?
Oh yeah,
Vaughn's
Vaughn
moving
moves. Vaughn moves like tomorrow or
This
today
week.
or some
Yep.
shit.
Really?
That was
Yeah.
March 1st.
That's when he signs his lease, but
Oh,
he's
okay.
moving
Yeah.
before.
Okay.
Yeah, so he moves down, and I think Michael's moving down soon too.
Yeah.
This is awesome, man. Those kids are great kids.
They're really
they're
cool.
crushing it.
Now that they're not in the room, I can like not blow their heads up, but they are.
They won't watch it.
They're some incredible kids. Like no bullshit. They like
Yeah.
restored my faith in like the younger generation.
Yeah.
They're hardworking.
I didn't believe Michael was younger than me because
He's
I mean, you can see he seems
He
young. but
handled
he's
himself
like,
well.
both of them. I
Yeah.
mean, Vaughn is like
mature and
obviously younger.
respectful.
Yeah.
But I mean, Michael is very like regimented, you know, even his YouTube. Like if you watch his YouTube, everything he does is like meticulous. And Vaughn's just like, he's a hustler. I mean, the kid is a grinder.
Yep.
I watch his stories and he's just like, he's on his shit, man. He's doing extremely, extremely well. So yeah, shout out to both of them for doing awesome.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, so this was kind of like the State of the Union for
Let's do
Raw
the
and
Q&A
Revive.
next episode.
Yeah. Let's do it. Well, next episode, if we do a Shali,
We can do that
Down
one.
for it.
We can still film one again and then do that one after.
whatever.
Just knock them all
I'll
out.
have to
Yeah.
when we're gone.
That's true.
Arnold.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to have one in the tank. Yeah. Wrap it up.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Episode 10 and the wraps.
It's like you have to put your leg up on like a deep line table.
Yeah, on a fun note, YouTube channel is almost at 10K.